Alright, excellent. Here we are. Alright. Mic check. I'm good. Game's good. Desktop audio. Audio's good. Alright. Everything's good to go. Let's go ahead and post this in the Discords. Alright, so looks like game one's already been resolved. Let me go ahead and update the scoreboard, get that under control. Each team has 6 points starting piece. Looks like Adamant goes down 1, and we are in for game 2. Holy, Tony Baker already going in pretty hard. Neither of these players have played ranked this so far. We're going in there. Now, Tony Baker, Ohio in general. Okay, Ohio in general. There. Oh, something happened. We had a DC. I think Adamant DC'd. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, to get things going. strawhatkid on the Aki, ammo on the Jamie. This is an unusual matchup, I have to say. They're kind of drive rush around each other. Again, kind of going back to what I was saying about Ohio, they kind of got a stacked roster all the way through it. Their 3s are stacked, their 5s are stacked. Scruffy City on the lower end of the ladder for us right now, but that's okay. They got plenty of time to catch up. We're only halfway through the season. They could turn around. Ohio, however, is the second strongest team in the league currently, right behind 404. Ohio does have a loss, and that is to Alabama. So they are behind 404 because of that. 404 has already defeated Alabama, I believe. But we'll see how Ohio and Knoxville go. Moving on to round 2. Let's go round start jump. Now we're seeing kind of Jamie do a bunch of aggression here. But it's some drive rush standing a bunch, checks that even though he's plus, drops to parry, drops to whip too. Did that person rage quit? No, they just disconnected, I believe. It looked like from what I was looking at, the game lagged a little bit. It lagged again, and then they lost their connection completely. I think that's what happened there. And then because they DC'd out, and they were like, that's it, you know. So the ammo goes up. We're going to the final round. Making sure I am coming through. My OBS says I'm coming through on mic, so I'm trusting the OBS that I'm coming through on the mic. But yeah, we're seeing the start of the 3v3s, or at least game 2 of the 3v3s. Looks like strawhatkid's going to take it as long as he doesn't drop here. I don't think that's goes for level 1. It'll do it. All right, so oh no, it won't. That was hyperscale. Still got a chance. We got to burn out Aki. He does have a super to reverse with. You're going to go take... Oh, I don't think I would have burned out there. Oh, no. You might have checkmated yourself, friend. This is scary. Because he's still going to recover out of burnout before you do. Good damage. Let's see what happens. Yep. Checkmated himself. Oh, no! Oh, okay. 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 We're cooking. We're cooking. Unfortunate. Alright, so good effort. I probably would have held the level 3 for a little bit there. Actually, for Jamie level 2, how fast it does restore drive meter? Would have been a better play to start up a combo and then go into level 2 and then get your... I don't know. I'm not a Jamie player. But if that sounds like a solid play. Anyway, we got an Anki burned out. Goes for the safe jump, gets grabbed. DP. I vibe with it. So for Anki's that kind of whip at that range, and he's done it almost every time. Literally almost every time he's been at a specific range, you can DI that. That whip is DIable, and he did it again at the same distance. So he's using his whip to keep him out, but you know, just kind of read it, DI it, get in there. It's a bit risky, but like I said, he's literally done it 5 out of 5 times now. Let's see if he goes to the whip range yet. There it is again, and there it is again. Yeah, so he's not calling out the whips. He should be calling out the whips. Like I said, easy DI, as long as you kind of think it's coming. And as long as you DI the Anki once, to make them respect that you're willing to DI that, they stop kind of spamming it so much. Good little dive kick from Jamie. Tries to go for the jump in. Calls out the overhead with wake up crouching light. I think we might be able to see a final round here, especially with Jamie. You can open up the Anki. Burns out. Wakes up sweep. Alright, yep, we're going to the final round on this one. See what happens. Let's see if Ammo can bring it back to put his team on the board. They are down by 3 points right now. Again, for those just tuning into the Midsouth Fight Club for the first time, each team on the threes. We were doing 3v3s right now. And each team starts with 6 points. 2 points per player life involved. And the team that reduces the other team down to 0 first wins. Right now, Ohio is in the lead with 6 versus Scruffy with 3. And looks like Ammo's fighting for his life just a little bit here. We'll see. Oh no, didn't punish. He was trying to bait a level 3 there, and he got a jab instead. He is burnt out. We'll see a similar situation to what we saw last final round, but this time Jamie's looking pretty good with the drive meter, so he's not checkmated this time. See what happens. Jumps in. Anki doing standing heavy kicks. Burnout strings into the grab. How brave are you, Jamie? You going for this DI? I smell a DI. There it is. So it looks like Jamie's going to pull it out. Ohio loses a point. Moving forward. So, alright. Discussion on drive rush, jab, loaf, grab, throw there. Grab, strike, throw. If you get the grab there after you spin 3 bars, I don't really consider that much of a win. Because you spent 3 bars to get a grab. Now, depending on how the Oki goes afterwards, we can declare if it's a win or not. But, you know, so I say in this situation it probably broke even, but, you know, Jamie's obviously low health. Looks like, yeah, that's round for that. See if, ooh, round start palm to check the drive rush. We're going for another palm. As they say, fuck it, we palm. This parry. Anki really trying to bait out stuff with the drive rush instant jab to stop the momentum. Not much success from that yet because the Jamie's not really biting on anything. Jamie players mostly just waking up with block. That'll do it though, unfortunate. Alright, that means Knoxville is down to their last player for 3s and we'll move into the 5s. So I think the next round will be Servo OP for the 3s league. I think that's a good way to put it. I think Servo is legitimately OP for the 3s league. We have, you know, usually you don't see the 1700s playing in the 3s, but here's Servo playing in 3s. That says a lot about Ohio's 5s team because all of Ohio's 5 teams float in the 1900 plus range. Makes them a scary crew. But we'll see how this goes. See if Azura can pull it out. Servo will actually be playing in the 5s as well today. So Servo working double time. and this is actually legal for the rule sets as long as you give a over 24-hour notice that you're doing it. But you have to give that 24-hour notice that you're doing it. So far though, Ken giving Servo a run for her money. Gotta wake up blocking on those spots. Oh, unfortunate. Gets caught on the other side of the screen. So Ken versus JP, this is like kind of like a classic matchup. Missed input, giving me Rumen vibes. JP get the corner pressure. Ken calling out the fake shit. Good jump in with the hammer there. Gotta work your way in slow. Ooh, okay, we can just run in and kick the crap out of him. Kick that teeth in, the Spartan kick. That'll do that. So knocks out and goes. Well, knocks out. Knoxville goes down to the last point. I think. I don't think it's. Yeah. It was started with a jab, so I was a little unsure if it was going to kill or not. All right. So far, Ohio has only lost 1 life. And Azura, our underdog Ken player here, will have to win 5 games in a row if Knoxville wants to take it. See how it goes. I'm gonna miss time of grab there. I'm trying to grab the parry. Get another jump in. He's really eating her alive with the jump ins with the hammer. Ooh, calls out the parry habit for the jump. Might be changing though in the future. Oh, unfortunate. But yeah, that perfect parry thing might be changing in the future because there's some reports out of Evo Japan that you have to actually pick the correct direction to parry in, as in like crouching or standing. We going throw loops? You know, I'd just throw her 5 times in a row, honestly. Oh, goes for the DI there. I don't know about the DI choice because like the way to get out of those throw loops, one of the solutions would be amnesia. So that's not, yeah. What are we doing here? Servo being patient on the wake up, burns. Okay. Oh, as soon as I say it, burns herself out. Okay, now we JP doing the throw looping now. Wakes up with the jab, calls out the fake shit, drops the combo, goes in the overhead. All right, Ken cooking a little bit. Let's see if we can get a point off of Servo here. Ooh, Ken Fireball Beach. It does not work on a crouching opponent, unfortunately. If you do I think that's a medium general. I believe it is medium. No, that's heavy. Medium's the overhead. Oh no, gets the parry. All right, so now we are in a guess for our game situation. That should do it. If I know my JP combos, yes sir. All right, Ohio takes it 5-0 on 3. So we will now be starting the 5v5 competition. Yeah, now Kuzco is one of Knoxville's more heavier hitters, I would say. Kuzco, Artificial Holly, and Zombie Guts. Its Swept is really good too. So the matchup we're seeing right now is the anchor of Ohio's 3s team essentially versus one of Knoxville's tried and true 5s. And as that crazy comment I was talking about, right? We saw the DI come out pretty early. And we're already like doing heavy punches. We're jumping. Kuzco being Kuzco here. We'll see if I would just wait it out, brother, and just there you go. Now we can walk forward. All right. What are we doing? The portal, letting it go. Now their portal. Great check. Now we're in burnout though. Headbutt. All right. Level 1. No. There we go. Kuzco takes first round. Moving into the next. Kuzco again, once again, going for the craziness. Actually, Kusko's kind of a treat to watch. Not enough time for the punish there. Slowly walking it in. He burns himself out. Gets in though. Immediately, Servo takes the low. Man, to have that armored move in this matchup. Goes for the drop kick. Jumps over it. My goodness. The violence. Still jumping over the portals. Servo not choosing not to spend anything there. I don't think they could though. I don't think she could. Double drop. Oh my goodness, Kusko. That had to be a miss input. Maybe expecting Servo to drive rush in after that, but I feel like that might have been a miss input. I don't know how though. How do you? The SPD. 2,500 damage for the light. Gone a little bit too hard there. He could have drive reverse and got a free almost 4 grand out of that. JP with the crazy good anti-airs, honestly, and the good conversions. Going for the burnout, I bet. Kusko will be reduced to half a bar here. Boom, half a bar. Goes into OD. I was expecting OD spot to come out there for the burnout, but didn't see it. Servo being a little bit patient here, not choosing to spend anything. Gets the whiff punish. Zangief only got level 1, which is not very useful. Zangief almost in burnout. Gets the right call, but Lariat, unfortunately, not being a reliable anti-air. That'll do that. So, alright. So, Kusko loses his first life. See if Kusko can get a point on the board for Knoxville. Or Scruffy City. DOS boot for the drive reversal. Goes for the drive impact. Unfortunately, Servo does jump it for against Kusko. Alright, we're getting some jumps. Calling out the parry habit. Unfortunate. I think that should do it. Yeah, I don't think that was. I think it was a checkmate situation. No matter how you slice it, JP can just probably take a good 2,000 damage off of you once they get you in burnout. If they just want to sit there and chip at you. The king of burnout, really. Speaking of the king of burnout, Kusko is in a bad spot, about to get burnt out. There it is. So now we're a burned out grappler, having to make risky approaches. Meanwhile, even when JP burns out, it's not so bad for the JP player. They're one of the few characters in the game that has a way to cover themselves against DIs, as long as you don't make it frame tight. In other words, if there is I think it's a two or more frame gap. I know for a fact that 3 or more frame gap that JP can just amnesia in response. But you can avoid the amnesia reversal on a burnout JP if you make it 1 frame tight. Kind of drive rushing in. the drive in. Are we just going for critical arts here? No. Alright. Kusko goes down. So we are hitting Holly versus SimplyEgo here. So Holly typically will float around I think the mid 1800s to 1900s, although I think I've seen Holly get up to 2K before. I'm uncertain. But Holly is definitely no slouch. So this should be a very good game. And I know Ego, for a fact, the Ego is a crazy good JP. And like I said, I know that Holly's a crazy good Chun. As far as this matchup is concerned, I think Chun has the edge on JP just a little bit. I'm uncertain. I don't see this matchup played out in our state because the one Chun that we do have doesn't show up to a lot of stuff. Let's look at that burnout situation. Yep. JP with their win button on the burnout. Although I think Chun actually has a way to circumvent a little bit better than a lot of characters, but nah, the chip out's crazy, dude. The chip out's crazy. Moving into round 2. Goes for the sweep. That's kind of hard to punish when it's max space. It's like -12, but like JP's 2 planets away whenever he misses it, if he max spaces it. Dia? Yes, sir. Should be a safe jump coming up. Oh, no. Chooses not to go for the safe jump because Amnesia actually beats safe jumps. So you can bait it out, but it is what it is. Now, Holly doing a pretty good job pressuring JP's wake up. Try something goofy, though. Alright, so peanut gallery here, right? With the lead that Holly had there was no reason to risk a DI. Now Holly finds herself in a very poor situation, burnt out and in yellow hell. JP can chip you out from yellow hell. You cannot just stand there and take this. He will kill you. Yep. I'll do that. That's the power of the JP though. Like the burnout damage is intense. I believe I said 20% earlier, but I think it's more closer to 30% after watching those shenanigans. And I mean that is burnout damage from full screen. Goes for the safe jump, safe-ish jump. That don't look like a safe jump to me. Going for safe jump again. Remember the Amnesia beats safe jumps, but it looks like Holly had a game plan for the Amnesia. Goes for the cheeky reset, doesn't work out. You can just hold parry there as long as JP doesn't grab. Good reactions from Holly, but unfortunately does what I do in those situations. I jump back because you're already holding back. Level 2. Now JP can no longer Amnesia the safe jump setup. This should be a chip out no matter what. Yep, well, got the counter hit. Alright. Now, I do think that Knoxville has a good pick against JP, and that's in Zombie Guts. And Zombie Guts certainly has the JP experience. That was a funky looking setup there, Holly. Gets a punish counter in burnout. Now JP can, that'll do it. Holly goes up on the board, putting Knoxville, Tennessee up on the board. 9-7. Both of these players down to 1 life piece. So no matter what, the next time they play, they can only lose once. Hanzanchu doesn't quite get it fast enough. Good check on with the standing light kick. I believe that's standing light kick. Man, Hanzanchu is just not fast enough for this matchup. Holly gets perfected. That is just, it's incredible that move doesn't punish that way. JP with the jump back, calling out what seemed to be a large button there. Holly almost in burnout already. JP will certainly burn you out from that one. Alright, gets the Hanzanchu this time. That was great. That was actually really smart of Holly. No anti-air, now we're in burnout. Does JP take his free chip, or does he try to... He goes... Oh, man. I don't know. Level 2? Are we seeing a level 2 here? No? Oh, unfortunate. That should be it. Yeah, level 3 coming up. Holly goes down. That was probably the heavy hitter of Knoxville. Between Holly and Zombie Guts. Names are in. We're good to go. Right now, Ohio leads Knoxville 9-6. Fight number 3 of the 5s. And there's the full screen sweep that I was talking about. Gets parried though. Techs it. Jumps out of the corner. Can't press it there. No. So delay jab, friend. That's what delay jab's your friend when Blanka start kind of like clowning on you with that stuff. That's a common Blanka trick where he will Blanka Chan out, shock, and then use the Blanka Chan to cover the command grab. Common is a very, and so all right. So he delayed his buttons that time. Yeah, he is eating him alive with those swaps. Little back forward delay jab. The answer. Cover himself with Blanka Chan. Level 2. GalaxyBrAn takes it. Goes in the next round. Although, yeah, it was worth the level 2 spin. It's always worth the level 2 spin to get them. Oh, good jump in. Gets the parry though after dropping the combo. I don't think that Frosty has. Oh my god! Remember when I was talking about crazy Blanka shit? That's what I mean. He literally is like, you're gonna press here, and then ODDP and an OD up balls. The Blanka crazy, man. The Blanka crazy. Burns himself out, covers himself Blanka Chan. Gets the swat shots. You can't do that. Oh my lord. And it seems like when Blanka is playing crazy, the other player wants to play crazy with Blanka. They get in there and they roll in the mud, you know. So and there's one thing that you can't out Blanka a Blanka. They're better at rolling in the mud than anything else in this game. Gets a jump in, but no parry. No grappling parry. Now we're back at neutral. And gets a good jump in. Alright, I smell command grab soon. There's a sweep though. Kind of misspaces it. Takes some damage for it. Takes a good 33% of his health. Grabs. We throw looping. Is he gonna reversal? Yeah. Kind of bites that in a little bit. What we got here? What we got here? Yeah. Unfortunate. Need to change my streaming code. Got Ohio versus Scruffy City. There we go. Alright, so we are in a final round situation, but Luke did spin. Luke did spin. Going into level 2. Let's see what kind of level 2 nonsense we get out of this Blanka. The Blanka cannon is covering. Gets a jump in. An unusual mess up from Galaxy here. We press, we trade. Are we seeing a sweep soon? I feel a sweep soon. I feel a sweep soon. Nope. Nope. Okay, we go to air. Hard to step forward in this game and maintain pressure without if the other person's known to press. Alright, looking pretty bad for Frosty here. See what we get. He's whipping some buttons. Blanka going to burnout. Oh. Alright. Luke may be cooking here. Good DP. Honestly, I would go crazy here and just... Okay. Blanka running away, trying to get out of burnout. It's Frosty. Oh, this level... Oh, level 2? Level 1. That'll do it. GalaxyBrAn loses a lot. That was a bit of a scramble. Updated score on the Tennessee side. We were 8-5. Both these players down to 1 life apiece. Servo down to 1 life. And not Servo, but Ego down to 1 life, and Brand down to 1 life. Servo at 2 lives. Frosty put up a pretty good fight against the GalaxyBrAn here. Oh, that should be an easy punish. Oh, he misses it, gets the jump in though. GalaxyBrAn looking a little trouble here. With the burnout situation, it can be a little rough. Maybe he'll level 1. Another grab. Oh, level 1. Just fireballing my man. There you go. I think fireball combos there. Yeah, American reset. All right, GalaxyBrAn might be eliminated from the crew battle. That's a big deal for Knoxville if they can get Brand out of this. Good jump in, but that's a trade for Blanka. He's going to take damn near a good portion of your health. Blanka players jumping in neutral into level 2. Covering himself. We've seen that come out of Frosty quite a bit now with the DP there in that situation. Yeah, he's He's misreading that or misunderstanding that situation. You cannot DP that as you're showing it. You kind of go under it. Not with Luke's DP anyway. Good air to air. Takes his turn back. You need to stop pressing. There, it's plus. And gets the DI through. Alright, we in Grabville. We in Grabville. We in Grabville. Throw loops. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. I like the idea. Oh no, this eliminate. If Frosty can pull out, it's an elimination. Frosty with the upset. Frosty with the upset. Let's go, Frosty. GalaxyBrAn is eliminated. Alright, Knoxville pulling up. 7-5. Yeah, Sagu's just really dangerous. I don't know how the Ed versus Dhalsim matchup goes. Did they just set it full screen and throw buttons at each other? Is this how this matchup goes? Because they both punch from very far away. Let me get the names updated. All right, here we go. Hey Mason, how you doing? Oh, unfortunate. Drive reversal. Saguu takes it pretty clean in the first round. Again, Sagu's really dangerous, y'all. Top 8 World Warrior player. Not overall, but has made top 8 in World Warrior before for the Midwest. Definitely a dangerous contender. Definitely to be respected. Yeah, Mason's on is totally on. Mason's on is the most honest thing I've seen in the game. Almost as honest as my Lily, really. So, you know, it's a hard toss up between the most honest player in Kentucky between me and Mason. Gets him in the corner, starts grabbing a little bit. Is it a teleport? Yeah, that'll do it. Saguu goes up pretty quickly, 1-0, taking Tennessee down to 4 lives left. That was a pretty convincing round, pretty convincing match. Let's see if Swift's got some response into him. That means, by the way, this is match 4. That means the next match is automatically Zombie Guts versus Squall. That'll be a pretty interesting one to watch. I think Mai in general beats Kim. I think it's a bad matchup for Kim because what happens, well, I'll talk about when we get there, but focus on this. I have no clue how this matchup goes, y'all. I'm sorry. But it looks like Ed has to play aggressively from the signals I'm seeing from Saguu. So it looks like, you know, from full screen, obviously Sim probably has the advantage here. He's very good at answering those teleports with the jab, with the, I guess that's a standing knee punch. Gets into that. Doing the rush, the kill rush is pretty efficiently. It's like Saguu has swept the number, unfortunately, for this. All right, we getting some damage. Now, if Swept can survive this, which it's not looking good, he's not dead. I don't think he's dead. I might be wrong. I think he's alive still. Yeah. Okay, so alright, now we are down to 3 lives on Knoxville. And the fan pressure, Kim just crumbles against dude. Professor Squall, okay, Squall has taken several sets off of Zombie Guts' coach. I wouldn't call him a coach relationship anymore, but you know, when Zombie was learning, he learned from Dez. And we'll probably see a similar situation unfold in the corner here. It's just very hard for Kim to get out of the corner. The projectiles are just all-consuming. All right, so we see Kim off the corner, starting to cook. Remember, Mai can actually get out of these situations. A little bit better than some characters. All right, here we go. Kim rolling her game now. Squall kind of likes his jab. And there's a DP. Gets it. Goes in the next round. Ohio leads the match 7-3. We see for Knoxville, Zombie Guts has 2 lives and Little Frosty has 1 life. That is their last 2 players remaining. Pretty sick jump in. We do see a level 3 conversion, I agree. Especially if we need to drive back. Kim gets a nice little buff from it. A little light fan there. Gets a little baby bounce. OD. Alright, we might be throw looping. No. No throw loop. Alright, Kim's pretty helpless in this situation. It is rough, dude. Good jump in. Oh, Zombie might get it here. Yeah, he gets a level 1 here. He should level 1. No. Oh, maybe he couldn't level 1 there. This is a bad spot for Kim. Just tips him out. Yeah. Squall is a professional. I am Kentucky. Yeah, I'm the Kentucky FTC. Why? What's up? Yeah, we play you all next. If you're Ohio. All right, Zombie Guts goes into his final life. Alright, now we see the reversal here. Kim is good at this pressure, right? But then backs off, gets projectile. Oh no, we're in the corner now. Into the Mai pressure. Okay, Zombie Guts gets the round. Move on to the next. So we see the early level 3, not really early, but you know, the second round level 3 coming out. Doing some quite a damage there. Ooh, good shimmy, but didn't quite get the grab. We in the corner against Mai now. Yep, that's probably a good call. Great DP. Almost in burnout, probably a fan to get him in burnout. Yeah, he's not wanting to block. Alright, this is bad, That'll do it. Yeah, this is just a really terrible matchup for Kim. Now we're down to just Frosty. Oh wait, no, it's final round. I thought. My bad, y'all. I lost track. Alright, we see Squall up for a level 3 super. Now, Kimberly actually does a butt ton of damage with her level 2 combo, so it does at least 4,000 plus on the conversion. Especially with the level 3 buff. Alright, Zombie opting to go into burnout to get the mix up there. Probably, well, might actually cost a set. Yep, that does it. Alright. Knoxville down to their final point. Little Frosty versus the world. Update the names. There we go. So Dee Jay versus JP. I'd imagine pressuring JP as DJ is actually pretty nice. He got the projectile. He's got the sway. There we go. Gets a no. Yeah, this is all right. So is Ego gonna get eliminated? We'll see. Great drive rush start to begin with. Ego on the ropes. 2 dash ups and a grab. Oh, we are dancing all over the JP. Oh my God, what a sway. Level 3? Yeah, this actually might seal it out. Yes, it is. That's it. Yeah, I think it's a kill. I think it's a clean kill. I'd be surprised if it's not. Oh no. Oh my goodness. One. Focus on burning him out, maybe. Level 2. You can jump. You can jump here. You can jump here. That too. Oh no! Now we're in a bad situation. Ego fighting for his life. Goes for the low, the JP special. And he gets kicked. I think Ego's eliminated now. Yeah. So far 3 kills for Frosty, 2 eliminations. But can he eliminate Squall? He just killed 1 legend. Let's see if he gets the X. Alright, we in the My Hurricane now. Ooh! Getting the sway on him. Alright, so we're back in the corner against the My fan bullcrap. Oh my goodness. Oh, drops it. Squall starting to heat it up again. And Squall's very, very good My player. Wins a lot of tournaments with this My so far, or gets a lot of seconds. When like dual Kevin's involved, right? So you know that's dual Kevin. So, all right, goes for the sway. Ooh, oh, that's kind of slick. I didn't know Dee Jay could just punch down like that after and not get hit by the fan. All right, Squall looking to close out the team battle, and I'm starting to lose my voice. That's unfortunate. I got some back and forth switches here. Squall calling out the sways. Little fun fact about Squall is he started with Dee Jay, I believe. Was his first character for Street Fighter 6. Is that going to hit? Oh no, that'll do it. That should wrap it up. I don't think Squall drops these. That'll do it. Ohio picks it up. Ohio wins. OctoZ, Indiana tournaments that feature dual Kevin. He also got second at Bourbon State, and then I eliminated him personally, not eliminated, threw him in the losers bracket at the last Cincy Clash, and then Desneer took the bracket first place on that.